Namaste, हमेशा खुश रहिए. I am Dr. Anchit from Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University from the Faculty of Physiotherapy and Diagnostics. Today we are going to continue our e-sessions and the topic that we are going to do today is IT band syndrome, iliotibial band syndrome. So let us start our session. What is IT band syndrome? IT band syndrome is a common knee injury that usually presents with pain or tenderness on palpation of the lateral aspect of the knee, superior to the joint line and inferior to the lateral femoral epicondyle. It is considered as a non-traumatic overuse injury and is often concomitant with the underlying weakness of hip abductor muscle. Overuse is thought to be caused by repetitive knee flexion and extension movements frequently seen in cyclists and runners. This repetitive motion causes excessive knee flexion between the lateral femoral epicondyle and iliotibial tract. Studies have described an impingement zone occurring at slightly below 30 degree of the knee flexion during foot strike and early stance phase of running. During this impingement period in the running cycle, eccentric contraction of the tensor fascial lata muscle and of the gluteus maximus causes the leg to decelerate, generating tension in the IT band. In many instances, the subjective assessment will already provide an excellent basis for suspicion of the syndrome. Activities that require repetitive activities involving knee flexion and extension are usually reported, as well as burning pain at the level of the lateral femoral epicondyle. The diagnosis in patients with this syndrome is based on differential diagnosis, different symptoms. The main symptoms of ITB is a sharp pain on the outer aspect of the knee, particularly when the heels strike at the foot floor that can radiate into the outer thigh or calf. The pain tends to be worsened while running and coming down the stairs. This may be audible snapping sensation at the knee bends due to the band flicks over the bony tubercle. There may be some swelling on the outer side of the knee. Among characteristics, we find an exercise-related tenderness over the lateral femoral epicondyle. The patient may experience on a regular basis an acute burning pain when the pressure is applied on the lateral femoral epicondyle, when the knee is in flexion and in extension. Signs of inflammation due to friction between the tract and the lateral epicondyle during extension and flexion of the knee can also be found. There is pain on the lateral aspect of the knee during running, increasing in intensity while running down the hill. Pain is also exacerbated when running a long distance. Diagnostic procedures. There are three kind of tests that can be done with examination. That is Rene test, Nobel test, and Ober test. Outcome measures can be done on lower extremity functional scale. That is the 11-point numeric pain rating scale from Gunter and Schwannes. Examination, we do the force of hip abduction. The force of hip abductors can be decreased. These muscles should thus be tested. Or treadmill test. This test is described in several studies as a valid, effective, sensitive method of evaluating the effect of treatments for running related pain and is used to measure the amount of pain that subjects experience during normal running. If this includes pain to the lateral side of the knee, the test is considered positive. Noble compression test. This test starts in supine position with the knee flexion of 90 degrees. As the patient extends the knee, the assessor applies pressure to the lateral femoral epicondyle. If this induces pain over the lateral femoral epicondyle near 30 to 40 degrees of knee flexion, the test is considered positive. A goniometer is used to ensure the correct angle of the knee joint. Another test is Ober's test. Now, medical management. Physical therapy management. The treatment of ITBS is usually non-operative and physiotherapy should be considered as the first and the best line of treatment. Treatment of the acute inflammatory response. The acute inflammatory response modalities to provide which eradicate pain such as cryotherapy or heat therapy. Ultrasound can be used, TENS can be used. Muscle stimulators are used. Anaphoresis or phonopheresis techniques can be used. Exercise progression, exercises to stretch the IT band and related structures. The best exercise to start the physical therapy treatment are passive or static stretching exercises. This will lengthen the IT band and will reduce friction with the lateral epicondyle of the femur. However, not only the IT band needs stretching, but also the glutei. If the lateral gluteus muscles are found to be weak or function improperly, this will result in other muscles, including the IT band, to have to compensate, which will cause contraction of the IT band. Furthermore, if the gluteus are too short, it will provoke rotation of the leg, which will again create an abnormal stress on the IT band, resulting in ITBS. Myofascial treatment is an ideal in acute phase when the pain and inflammation is insertion is felt. The trigger points in biceps femoris, vastus lateralis, gluteus maximus, and tensor facial arter muscles will be addressed by myofascial treatment. Exercises to strengthen the abductor muscles and stabilize the hip. So, hip abductors are strengthened. That is, sideways abduction is performed. Other exercises are recommended: lowering the body weight on one leg, neuromuscular control are single leg step down, single leg wall squats, single leg deadlifts. In case this is all this is not useful, then the patient has to go for surgical management. This was a brief about IT syndrome. I hope the session was clear. In case of any doubt, do leave a comment. Thank you.